We've gotten addicted now to checking our phone for emails and text messages, right? I know right now, you know your hand is kind of twitching, isn't it? Scientists now can teach rats how to learn how to go through a maze by rewarding them with checking their email. So because of our addiction to social media and all the things that we have to do with our work, we need time management to try to balance all this out. And one of the most important components of time management is multitasking. Now, as you know, multitasking is the ability to perform several tasks simultaneously without paying sufficient attention to any of the tasks. That's what multitasking is. We can't even walk and text without causing problems. Did you know this is true, that in London, they're actually putting pads on street lamps so people don't hurt themselves? You know what we should do instead? If you want to text and walk, you should have to wear a padded suit.
Humor for your conference? Excellent idea. It will refresh your audience, leave them with a smile, and ready to tackle the rest of your agenda. Now here's how I ensure it will be a success. I create a customized presentation that connects with your conference topics and work experience of your audience. You get appropriate comic relief that's unique and engaging, either as a keynote or after dinner entertainment.
Then we have online registration verification. This is to make sure you are a living, breathing human being. You're not some, program bot out there just registering. Anything you want to do online, they want to verify. And you know how this works? Comes down and says, please type the letters that appear below. And you're like, what? You're just taking a guess. All right, I don't know. Is that it? No, sorry, that was incorrect. Please try again. Social media is the solitary activity of typing messages online to mostly imaginary friends. You all have young patients, and all they do is they text. They don't really talk on the phone anymore. They do not use email. They text. You know what that means? That means that even when they're in your office sitting in the dentist chair, if you actually want to communicate with them, you need to text them. That's the way to do it, I'm telling you. Sitting right there. It's the way you get meaningful communication going with the young teens, right? Am I right? This is what you're going to have to do. By the way, with texting, everything has to get condensed into short little acronyms. Here's a couple. I don't know if you're using these yet or not, but you're going to have to learn them. RAS, rinse and spit, yep. TWHAP, this won't hurt a bit.
No matter what the topic, I'll figure out a way to make it funny for your audience.
Now what about virtualization? I found this interesting to find out about virtualization. The official Gartner definition is abstraction of IT resources in a way that masks the physical nature and boundaries of those resources. Now, if you're at all confused by that, here's a simpler way to think about it. Virtualization is actually just like chicken nuggets. Seriously, it's an abstraction of the look and taste of chicken that masks the physical nature and boundaries of the resources, right? Another big time saver I cannot overemphasize. The importance of cramming in as many acronyms into your communications as possible to save time. For example, imagine if you got an email that looked something like this. FYI, CFO needs ROI from SAS for SMP or GRD for FM, create SP and G, pub to WRS. Wait a minute, you actually understand this, don't you? Oh, this is scary. And now we have billions of apps for all kinds of useful things like grow a virtual chia pet, locate manhole covers while texting and walking, accepting collect calls from random prisoners, and there's even an app that shows you all the apps you used only once and you'll never use again. Hey, this is exciting now, this new app that's come out. I don't know if you've heard about this. Absolutely amazing. It allows you to speak to your phone and it transcribes it into a text message, sends it to the intended person's phone, and then it synthesizes a voice to speak the message. Do you know that's almost like using a phone? What technology can do what will they think of next?
I've been lampooning business technology and sustainability for over a decade at hundreds of events for leading companies and associations. I'd be delighted to contribute to the success of your event.